Let's kick things off with a look at your forecast. Kind of a wet start, Brett, and that temperature is really kind of our concern here.
Yeah, it's flirting with the freezing mark this morning, so that's our big concern is if that temperature does drop to freezing or below, we may have some issues on the roadways. Certainly, bridges and overpasses could be the first places to slicken up this morning. Right now, it's a very fine light rain or mist and drizzle falling across the area, except for over in Marshall, where it's a little bit heavier, and that's actually rain, but temperatures are in the mid to upper 30s out there. Meantime, around Kansas City, you'll see this area in pink here, and right in the Northland, Gladstone to Shawnee out to DeSoto and Tonganoxie, it might be a little mix. A couple snowflakes could be mixing in. Oskaloosa, maybe some light snowflakes also and flurries there. A little heavier band of snow up here around Rosendale over toward King City. These aren't going to accumulate, but maybe just enough to keep the roadways wet or create a slick spot. So we have to keep that on the forethought of our minds. 35 downtown right now. It's 33 at St. Joe, 39 out at Knob Noster, and 42 at Sedalia. You can see the wet streets from the Hilton President Hotel Skyview. So here we go with the forecast today. 100% chance that we're going to have this light mist, drizzle, possibly mixing with some snowflakes this morning. Temperature around 33 degrees. 35 at noon. 100% chance that we're still in some light precipitation. And 4 p.m. this afternoon, temperature drops back to about 33 or 32 degrees. And because of that, we could have another little band of rain, sleet, and snow moving through at that time. So we may have some issues with the evening rush hour, minor issues. We're not anticipating any big deals today. All right, coming up, we'll look at the 7-day forecast. We're also going to look at some traffic cameras around the area on our touch screen, and that's in just a few minutes.
Brett, thank you. Well, the snow did not hit Kansas City, but heavy rain yesterday into today could create problems for your morning commute.
Yeah, Sloan Heller is out checking out the road conditions just to make sure you're doing all right, and she joins us via Skype this morning. Sloan, how's the roads looking?
Good morning, JoJo. Good news for everyone, at least in the Kansas City metro area. We're on 29 northbound right now. We've been heading out this way for the past hour or so, and I can tell you everything is looking pretty good. We had a little bit of drizzle just a little while ago, but again, as Brett was saying, as long as we hover around that 33 to 35 marker, we should be fine. Just keep an eye on that temperature, though. If we start tipping below 33, then, of course, those wet roads will turn into ice. So just keep an eye, but so far, so good. We are live on Skype this morning. Sloan Heller, NBC Action News today.
All right, Sloan, we want to keep it that way. Thank you. While it is just rain here in Kansas City, look at this. Near whiteout conditions, strong winds swept through the Garden City, Kansas area. This was video posted on YouTube last night. Look at that, just snow blowing around the area. Now, Today Show meteorologist Al Roker was actually headed to this area, but then tweeted late last night that conditions were so bad, he and the crew had to turn around. In fact, parts of Interstate 70 out west are closed at this hour.
And joining us on the phone is Kim Qualls. She's with KDOT right now with the latest on the Kansas road conditions. Kim, let's make it clear to everyone first. Right now in the metro, everything is fine. But tell us about the other part of Kansas, western Kansas, if folks are heading that way.
Yes, most definitely. From Points Manhattan west on I-70, there's snowpack conditions, as well as the majority of south central, southwest Kansas, as well as northwest Kansas. There is a portion of eastbound I-70 that's closed from Colby to Waukene. And there is also some major road closures down in the southwest corner of the state, probably west of Dodge City, down in the Garden City area. But again, there is a lot of snow-packed roadways kind of on the line west of Manhattan and then west of Wichita.
This major snowstorm, according to the latest Wire reports, is already blamed for at least 6 deaths, fatal accidents that are happening. What's the latest that you see along the roadways? Are you seeing a number of accidents? And we're hearing people are pulling, along the side of the road, and they're trying to get hotels. It's a mess out there.
Yes, most definitely, and that was one of the reasons that the eastbound I-70 was closed last night, was due to the fact of, the weather conditions, as well as we didn't want to get travelers stranded, and there was a lack of accommodations as well at that point in time.
All right. Well, Kim, thank you so much for joining us for that update. That was Kim Qualls with KDOT giving us an update, of course, of the winter weather, just the mess out there in western Kansas. Again, this is from about Manhattan on west. Parts of Interstate 70 closed to try to keep drivers off the road. So if for some reason you are headed in that direction here today, you want to make sure maybe delay your plans a little bit.
Definitely.
Just stay away from that area. You can track roads online and also on your phone. Here are some numbers that you can call in Kansas. You can dial 511 if you're in the state, or you can dial 866-511-5368 if you're calling from outside of Kansas. And in Missouri, the number to call toll-free, 888-ASK-MoDOT.